Hello, everybody. I just wanted to pop in for my last post of the night and tell you how to make free groups bigger. Free groups, if we're kind of following like the Beachbody vital process and kind of like the lifespan of a customer and moving them into a coach, it really does start with a free group. So I don't know if you guys started in a free group or if you started as a challenge group, but a lot of coaches started in a free group. And honestly, maybe even were in 3 or 4 free groups before they became a paid customer. So these are definitely really important to start adding value to people and kind of get people to see what you really are about before they have to put money down. Because a lot of times that's scary for people to think about paying for something or paying for someone as a coach, even though they're essentially just paying for the product, when they don't know much about you. So I think that free groups are really an important way to, you've kind of established that relationship and built that message relationship back and forth, but I think they're a really good way to kind of establish trust with somebody and show them how you can help them and add value to them. So having the bigger free group is the better. Since people aren't paying for it, they don't necessarily feel as obligated to always interact and engage. So I always think having a bigger free group is better. Just because then people can kind of thrive off of each other's energy, having more people in there. Just overall, you're gonna get a lot more interaction, and having more people means more people to move on to your next list, and more people to have that initial connection with that you can invite to a paid challenge group in the future. So some different ways that I've done this, whether it be you're opening up a group and you're asking anyone, you already have some different people and you're like, hey, do you have any friends or family? Like, I'm running this free group. Maybe your best friend wants to do it with you, or maybe your sister, your mom, your husband, anybody. Like, everybody's welcome in this group. If you know anyone else, let me know and I'd be happy to add them. So whether it be tagging someone on a post and asking them to tag a friend in a post, you can keep your groups open. Originally, when I was running free groups by myself and I wasn't running them with other coaches, I also have a fitness Instagram, so I would just post the link to my free group on Facebook in like my bio on my Instagram account, and I would do like a call to action post on my Instagram. But rather than making all these people go find me on Facebook, add me on Facebook, I accept their request and then add them to the group, I would just put the link to the group in there. It would be a closed group, so I would still have to add them to the group, but then once I accepted them into the group, then I would go through and friend request all those people. But that was an easy way to add more people to the group without having, I don't know, sometimes when people have to reach out, I think they get a little apprehensive. So for me, that worked for like my initial groups. Obviously, it's harder to do that when you have multiple people running a group to kind of distinguish the different people. But asking for referrals or even telling friends, like you could even offer a referral to like your customers if they wanted to share your free group. You could give out a Shaco sample, just different things like that, and just telling people right at the beginning of the group that they can add people to the group at any time. Referrals is how I've gotten some of my customers and my coaches and stuff. So maybe coaching isn't for someone, but they have friends that do want to try Beachbody programs as a customer. They can refer people to you and they can refer people to that free group. So if you have your groups open, anyone can add people at any time, and then you can just go through and friend request all those people. So not only are you getting more people in your free group for more engagement and interaction, but you're also getting more people that you can later go down the list and add them as friends to A, grow your network, and then B, start building a deeper relationship with those people. Another thing after free groups, I always make sure to message all of my people that were in my free group, just kind of asking them for their takeaways or what they thought about it, any feedback and stuff. And it's a great way to kind of build that feedback again and then build into that next part of the relationship to enter them as a paid customer. So those are just some different ways that I have kind of grown my free groups. If you guys have any tips or any questions on how to add more people, another tip, never ever add anybody to a group, whether it be a free group or not, without them without their permission. I messaged someone who had expressed interest in my post about the free group, asking if she wanted me to add her. And she's like, no, but thank you for asking. And then she went live 2 seconds later about how a lot of people add people to groups without their permission. So I never recommend that. There was one time where I'd say like this post to be added to the group, or comment below to be added to the group. Sometimes liking or commenting isn't as scary for people to be added rather than just asking, sometimes liking isn't as scary as commenting just to be added to the group. So those are just some little takeaways, but I enjoyed spending the day with you guys today, and I hope you have a great Thursday. Let me know if you guys have any other questions. Otherwise, have a good night. Bye!